Welcome, Sunshines. You can put two and two together. Apparently, Stitch debuts tomorrow, so everyone is here in costume. That's actually kind of cool. I am just here charging Miss Liberty 2, preparing to head home. Okay, from, you know what, a mostly successful mission. Might tell you all about that. Well, you're going to hear about some about it over on Roller Cruiser. But got about half an hour until she is almost topped off and then hitting the road. Actually, you know what? The EV videos will be here. Anyway, the reason I am talking to you now is you can put two and two together with the costume. Now I'm thinking, oh my god, I have to come up with a whole new identity for this channel and everything. Oh, I know. Okay. Oh, there you go. I see. Talking to you just makes everything better because now I just thought about it. All right, there you go. I'm glad we shared this moment together. Oh, and if you want to spend some time under the covers, go check out Roller Cruiser, where I talk about all sorts of cruise information and tips. Well, it makes sense to me. I have actually never been here, and I have known about this forever. Maybe, wait, what is today? No, today's Thursday, so today's out. It is an option. Well, it can't be next Wednesday, and it can't be the Wednesday after that. I have pet sitting, because that's all they really trust me to do. And after that, Epic Universe. I have my ticket for Epic Universe on a Wednesday of all days. Why did I choose Wednesday? I don't know. Although, I heard wait times today were not bad. I suppose we should do this right. Fun fact about me, I started studying hospitality management in college, believe it or not, which means that had I continued on that path, there is a quite notable chance that I would have at least applied for. It's not that hard to get into, apparently. Well, it is, but it isn't. It's one of those things. The Disney College Program, which at the time was the Disney Parks something program. This would have been back in 1993 or so. And who knows? I could, if I had done that, there is a also notable chance that I could actually be working for Walt Disney World right now. Probably not in F&B. I realized fairly quickly after about a year and a half of taking classes that industry probably not for me. Although, you know, okay, this is a terrible thing to say. I wouldn't want to deal with people. That's the thing. Like actually working up the ladder, working up the ranks, I would have not been able to do that. Start me off in like the headquarters building, I'd be good, awesome. Totally, that would work for me perfectly. But yeah, look, certain people are cut out for certain things. I am not meant for dealing with people like that interactively on a regular basis. Find me on a cruise ship and I am like the best passenger aboard. But having to work like that, I know I just would not be able to handle it. I mean, I could, but I would be hating life. And I probably would have quit. And I would not have continued with that. So things, you know, just work out. And it's funny how sometimes things like go in a weird circle. And I definitely would have skewed more toward the hotel side, not restaurants. I don't know. Another fun fact about me, I can cook. I think I can cook pretty well. I just don't like to. So this probably would have been for me. It's too easy to get frazzled. I like thinking, like creative endeavors. But some of the life lessons that I haven't necessarily experienced myself, but have in a way witnessed, began in those courses, because a lot of them were taught. And this was at Florida International University when they were way high in the ranks. I mean, maybe they still are, I don't know. Way high in the rankings for this program, hospitality management. So they had some professors that were titans of the industry. Now, of course, we all know they were there shilling their own book because you had to buy the books written by the professors and the deans and everything like that. Yeah, that's why it's kind of a scam. I got it. I knew it back then, know it now. But when they taught class, they would actually relay their experiences from the field, which helped a lot in management consulting, because a lot of businesses are the same, and the experiences that they would talk about are very relatable to other situations. So when I would see something, I'd be like, oh yeah, I know, I remember that, and so was talking about that. Okay, well, maybe we could do this about it. there is benefit to going to college, to actually going and listening to the lectures and all that kind of stuff, right? Because they do impart some information. It's just the whole paying for the degree and everything. That's the, yeah. But you gotta make it worth it. The information has to be worth it. That info was worth it. What they're teaching the kids today, yeah, not so much. Well, there you go. That is this video. Could I have done Disney College Program? All right, I'm not exactly sure how it works. I think you can sort of choose like what field you want to at least try, or what you would prefer. I would have definitely chosen the hotel side. And you know what? I can say pretty much almost any job, like on the hotel side here, I would be okay with. I don't think DCP does housekeeping, so that would have been okay. But I don't know. Front desk, I think, concierge, valet or bellhop. Yeah, I could definitely do those. I mean, this would have been right out of college as a kid, so now, really? No. But, yeah, why not? Heck, even lifeguard. But I wouldn't want to be in the sun all day. So, yeah, but, they're covered up. But, yeah, I think pretty much everything on the hotel side. Yeah. Now, one thing I don't know is whether or not the restaurants are run by the same, division as, the quick service. Probably not, because that would be weird if it was done like that. But, yeah, okay. Yeah, so, okay, yes, I think everything on the hotel side I would be okay with. Yeah. I remember my first real lesson on trade-offs was in hospitality school, and the professor was talking about how you want to, I think I just talked about this, if you want to design your restaurant and you want it to have a certain aesthetic vibe, attract a certain type of customer, then there are trade-offs in everything. And the example I did talk about this. I hope it's not the same thing. That would be embarrassing. He was talking about, okay, if you want to call your, your restaurant, I did, but it was different. The Polar Palace, then, it has to be decorated with ice. You have to keep the temperature at 35 degrees. And, anybody who doesn't like the cold, they're not going to go to your restaurant. So you are giving up a huge section of the market. That is your trade-off. But if you want your restaurant to be the Polar Palace, then you're going to attract Elsa, but not a whole lot of other people, right? So yeah, you're going to attract Elsa, but maybe not Moana. I don't think she'd want to dine in the Polar Palace. So yeah, that kind of thing. And it really, I was like, oh, okay, I get that. Life is a series of trade-offs, and you just have to know when you make a lot of decisions what you're giving up to get a certain other outcome. I think that's a problem with a lot of people is they think there should be no trade-offs. They think they should have everything without giving up anything, and that's not how life works. I did learn that in college. That was the same professor, and it was kind of on the same thread that really drove the point that there really is no such thing as discrimination. If you want to promote yourself to a certain type of people that, what was the example he used? His example was, if you want only people in your restaurant that wear purple jackets, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But you're giving up everybody who doesn't wear a purple jacket. And that's your choice. It's absolutely your choice. If you want your restaurant full of purple jackets, that is your choice. And if you don't have a purple jacket, like I don't, go somewhere else. All right, let's say I did do DCP. I went into the hotel side and started working as a bellhop or a front desk. Probably at a Disney hotel, at a Disney deluxe hotel. I think so. Yeah, my people and all. Anyway, after that, I do know the career path. You're just promoted up within the hotel, and you can transfer, oh my gosh, cross properties, and there's a bunch of different management levels. I don't know what they are at Disney. I probably could have looked it up, and by now, stick with it, do a good job. Yeah, definitely in line for a GM or definitely assistant GM position. Oh, the Haleho Burger. Wow. Okay. You know what? Despite the fact that he's a weirdo commie, I might have to come back and give this a try. Yeah, GM, assistant GM, or major department head if they do a cross-property, shared services type of deal. Something like that. You know, I'm not going to look it up. I'm just thinking, thinking out loud. Of course, I don't know. I like to think that if I did an amazing job, I would be, I don't know, vice president of, like, what would it be here? I don't know what it is, but vice president of, like, hotel operations here at Walt Disney World. But alas, when they actually started talking about the career paths in, the hospitality management field, I realized that, it just wasn't for me. And I went into technology. So I now sit behind a screen and I write. I do consider myself an author, by the way. It suits me much, much better. I'd rather enjoy the wonderful job that they do and that I enable in a number of different ways. She is about done charging. I have probably enough. I didn't let her go all the way. It slows down a lot. Won't be able to get home, West Palm Beach, but that is fine. All right, I need to find a facility, take care of that, and then we are off. This was a fun and interesting discussion. Yeah, could I have done Disney College program? And if I had, if I had stuck with it, where would I be? It's crazy how things can change your life. The smallest little thing. The smallest little thing happens. Or seemingly the most insignificant person can change your life drastically. But whatever. I've had a very successful career and I am happy with it. And regardless of which path I had chosen, did choose, I can say that I have loved every moment. The Cirque du Soleil restrooms, I don't know if I've ever used these before, and it's been a long time since I've done a post-outro blurb. And it's restrooms!